Switch me on.
Weekend Fighter.
Here I come. Oh.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Don't move. It won't hurt you.
Hey, bro. Wanna make an easy $200? Was this like a thing?
Please, Pittsburgh! Nothing to see here, please! What happened? Are you okay?
Weekend Fighter. Nope.
Oh, yeah, I was kidding. Yeah, what's up? What do you need, man?
Behold! My stuff.
Weekend Fighter.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together. Have a few laughs.
Hey, good evening. I almost said good afternoon. Good evening, everybody and gentlemen. I love that intro, and I always forget how fun it is. We only do this every other Saturday. I forget the intro.
Well, I will say I have plans to incorporate beard into the intro for the start of next year, but I do need to get some better pictures of beard, FYI.
You should make him really tiny in like some of those clips and see if people can find them.
I was gonna say like well, so many like the pictures I have of beard, there's like portions of like his head or like half his beard's cut off. So
yeah, I don't have arms quite long enough to catch all this majesty.
And your arms are kind of big.
Hey! You took a video of yourself walking through the woods. You got a tripod, man. You can set something up.
Dang it, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, and you did this. And you have ability.
I'm just saying, you could send me some pictures, and you know that way I'm actually using pictures that like you like compared to like ones that are like, oh God, RT used that one. Because I would like to throw you in there now. I just want to say like it might be weird if we make it like me and JT beating up Beard as Iron Man there, but
no, you should pepper in his own little things because like he's his own.
It's very tough to find like stuff on Pinata Farms with 3 people. That's all I have to say.
You know what? You should take the clip from Back to the Future when Marty like first time he sees his dad and but make it Beard's face as he's coming around.
Actually, I really wanted to put Beard's face on Slimer. That's what I want to add.
I expected that change would happen actually.
Well, it's come. Maybe soon.
I'm just saying that I have plans to do that. But yes, Beard, you got to get me some better pictures.
All right.
Like I said, at least they're better. You can have a choice in what I use.
Just have this every 2 seconds. And you'll be good.
Well, that and I almost kind of want to put him at the end as Bruce Willis, just because he's like, you guys invited me to this.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. But we got a packed show tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about the new Ghostbusters trailer. We've got Godzilla that Beard's really excited about. We've got something about 2 VHSs.
Like person though. Gojira.
Oh yeah, I can't. I'm not that way.
You can't do it.
No.
Beard's a fan. Can you do it, Beard?
Gojira.
You can do it. You can do the Spanish way. It's just Jorzira or something like that. Like Juan.
The Spanish way, it sounds like gorilla.
Yeah. Okay. We even got something to talk about, like two VHSs and one movie. You know, kind of like, you know,
A twofer.
a twofer. Yeah, 2 chicks and a VHS. But anyways, and we have a guest.
Is that like 90s Netflix and chill?
Yeah.
2 chicks and a VHS.
I mean, sure. We got Miss Canoy says beard. Just yelling out beards. Okay. All right, cool. But we do have a guest tonight. And he's a longtime friend of the channel, and it's been a while since he's been on.
You can kind of blame him for this channel.
You could, because he's the one that kind of had R2 give the idea, and then R2 did the channel. R2 invited me. And
so if you hate me, blame this guy.
Yeah, and you've seen him before because he does clips like this.
Scuttlebutt. That's why I call it just the scuttlebutt, because it's all weird to me.
And you know, we call him Dan, but most people know him as Dan the Law. How's it going?
Hey, going good. How are you guys? Love it.
If you want to explain scuttlebutt to the audience, Dan.
That was an interesting night. We were doing.
The best part is that you guys weren't drunk.
No, we weren't. we never get drunk, me and my brother.
Are you sure about that?
Sure, but yeah.
Scurf.
You know.
That's his name. Scurf.
Scurf? Scuttlebutt?
Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's the whole name. Scurf Scuttlebutt Podcast.
You had one too many sips of Jesus wine that night, didn't you?
You sure you weren't on eggnog or something?
I'm sure. Actually, what's funny about that is that we were live on his show that night, and we just played that segment on ours so that people would go over to that show, and we were just playing that over and over.
You mean you were live on Scariff podcast?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, pretty almost. Yeah, so we always have you. Great having you on. And how is Inside the Booth doing? I know you've had some changes over the last few months with Tabitha leaving, but how's it going over there?
Oh, we're doing good. We've been getting more interviews going. We're looking to. Well, right now we're only doing Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. because, you know, I'm still kind of settling when I moved over to the other house, which is like 2 streets down from where this house is. So my mother-in-law moved into this one. We moved into the other one. So it's like, it's hard going back and forth to do lives. So I was like, you know, I'm only going to do one night a week for now. And we will change that once everything.
So what you're trying to say is your mother-in-law only lets you come into the house once a week?
No. She lets me come in anytime I want. I just, you know, it's just annoying to drive back and forth, you know, or walk over.
When you enter a room, does she go like?
Not really, but you know, she probably is like, you know, I didn't realize you were here today. Oh well, yeah, goodbye now. You know,
like who are you? Okay,
yeah.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad you were able to come back to your channel. I knew you took a break there. I saw a couple of videos already from where you did a fan movie of Uncharted, and I like when you do those things because you're very good at hunting down or looking for fan movies or fan, you know, homemade movies of fan stuff. So
they're just fun to watch sometimes because it's not the normal, you know, not the norm mainstream and stuff. So yeah, they're just fun to watch.
All right, well, welcome back to the YouTube world.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, the YouTube world is interesting for sure. Especially running a YouTube channel. You get monetized and you get demonetized and you get monetized. It's just crazy. So yeah.
We're not monetized on anything, so it's okay.
Not yet, huh? Well, you'll get there soon. Don't worry. Keep doing what you do. People like you guys.
So Dan, you can get all the dick and fart jokes out of your system here.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is a little different show. It's not as tamed as our Monday recordings or live shows, but we do have a little fun around here. So tonight, like I said, tonight we have a packed little group of stuff. But I do want to say hi to some people. We've got Nicole here saying
Nicole.
second. Who was first?
I don't know, because you're first down there, Nicole.
And then we have Hatersaurus 76. Is it still Saturday? How did I miss the weekend? Yeah, it's still Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's
this
still after the last weekend.
Yeah, so this is after the weekend, Weekend Harder, which is only on Saturdays. So it's kind of before the weekend. We're not going to explain it. It's up to you. And then we have Theme Park Casual showing up. Good to see you. Logical Spock saying he sent me some info about John. Oh, is that the guy at the JFK?
Miss Nympho.
Who?
You said Miss Nympho.
No, I didn't.
You heard it.
I heard info.
No, I said info. I said Logical Spock said I contact info, and then he said, "Hey JT, I sent you a message on Instagram with John Barbo's info." Are we just going to be silent now?
Right.
Huh?
Well, Dan
That's what
froze.
I heard.
Move this man!
I was trying to see why Nicole said second, because she was clearly first.
Oh, I don't know. And Miss Sassy Sasquatch is also here. Good to see you.
Thanks for being here.
So,
Nice
Beard,
to frozen.
before we get started, man, I know we've been doing the show about where a man goes back in time and tries to change the JFK assassination, and that's 11/22/63. We just had episodes 1 and 2 reviewed last week. 3 and 4 are coming up on Monday, but I didn't know you also time traveled. Can you tell me what this is all about? Explain why you're a Highlander here. I don't know what's going on here. Why are you in like a?
You look like you're ready to raid a pirate ship there.
Can
That
you
man
explain?
has seen some stuff.
Like, can you explain what this picture is and why? Is it you? Is it you from the?
He's bug-eyed over there. It's like
All right. Well, I've been found out.
he saw something.
Eyes on the prize there, Beard.
Like, what are you looking at? What's going on?
Well, I really can't describe what is off screen right there because clearly it affects you. It affected me, so I don't really want to relive that. Wait, just look at the guy behind me. He's disgusted.
Yeah, you look like you're gonna.
It looks like you guys are looking at Brie Larson's toes.
What year is this? Is this the 1700s or something? What?
You know, after a couple hundred years, you stop keeping track of time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah.
Do you sell antiques?
Yeah, cannot confirm or deny.
Okay. Oh, and if you haven't seen Dan's channel, there it is in the chat.
I was going to say, we all know where that skull at that thrift store in Florida came from.
Oh yeah, was that you that put that there?
Mm,
Pretty wild, right?
Still cannot confirm or deny.
It was probably an old cup for grog.
Not that long ago, some kids dug up a skull around here and turned it into a bong.
What?
Did you show them how to do that?
They made a bong out of it? Like okay.
Yeah. Right. It was like a really old skull too. Yeah. Old abandoned cemetery.
You can make a bong out of anything.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what she said.
That's so dumb.
It's just, okay. Good to know. But we've been having fun reviewing the 11/22/63 show. We have a surprise for you on the next video that's coming out on Monday. We won't ruin it for you. We have a blooper in there that we left, so make sure you look for it.
JT won't ruin it, but I sure will.
Yeah, those are pre-recorded, and we left a blooper in that video, so hopefully you can check that out on Monday and have yourself a laugh during our serious review. So, anyways, Beard of Liberty is a fan of Godzilla, a super fan, I would say. He's a big
I don't know,
fan.
super fan. I'm a fan.
Okay. So you said you liked the new movies, right? When you were on a little earlier in a couple weeks ago.
I haven't seen the new American ones, but the most recent one previous to this one out of Japan, Shin Godzilla, was really, really good.
And you do not like the one with Matthew. Was it Matthew Broderick?
I like it, and it's so bad that it's good sort of way, but I don't watch it as a Godzilla movie. It's just it was so bad that the
reptile movie.
Everybody just calls it Zilla now because it's not Godzilla.
So what do you think of this new one that's coming out called Godzilla -1?
Really excited to see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show a little bit of the trailer of that, and then maybe you can kind of. Do you know what the story is about? Do you explain it after the fact? After we show the trailer?
Don't really know much about it, but I'll say what I can. I try to go into movies not knowing a ton of.
You hit a raptor?
You missed it.
Yeah, you didn't see it. You missed it. Huh? You weren't paying attention to your screen. What's wrong?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and clip that, but you missed it.
Oh, so R2 is gonna have to go clip it. Okay, all right.
I was trying to actually be like Godzilla, but obviously Raptors. What came out of it.
You weren't a thing. Okay, well, we'll see.
Loud enough.
So it's got a cool countdown, like a live stream, like it's gonna go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So. Whoa! That looks. Was it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Was like the real Godzilla.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, if you go back and you kind of look at everybody's wardrobe, it looks like it's like almost set like maybe in the 40s.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And now everything's kind of going refreshing on me here. So let's see if I can play it again. Yeah, it looked like everything was like pre World War II, right?
Yeah, from what I understand, it's actually just after World War II. Japan's trying to rebuild itself and recover from the devastation of 2 atomic bombs being dropped on them.
Yeah, and it's not funny. That's funny.
And then they get an atomic lizard.
If you saw me earlier, that's kind of like how I looked when I did the thing.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on, actually.
Yeah,
you were shooting lasers out of your.
You didn't see it, huh? I went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a very quick teaser.
It is.
Only 19 seconds.
It's cool.
Really doesn't want to play for you, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's like
that happens to me all the time when you have too many.
It's funny. Every time I share it, it doesn't want to play.
I'm sorry.
I'm kind of interested to see what direction they take Godzilla as a giant monster, because in Shin Godzilla, he was kind of like a hyper evolving, constantly adapting sort of creature. I think they probably are going to do a little bit of that because you see like a spike come out of its tail. So it looks like he's doing something similar.
And this was a scene where you were talking about R2 where it's kind of set in like a different time period.
Yeah, well, even like a couple of the other clips of the people that we saw prior to this, it just it very much kind of had like 40 to 50s vibe to it. I mean, I know the first one came out in 54.
Maybe it's after World War II.
Yeah, it's after World War II.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense, right? Because they usually credit the atomic bomb as to the reason why Godzilla exists, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they've got this giant monster that comes up, walking up from the ocean, that is wreaking havoc on a country that's basically at its lowest point in history.
Right. You know, this teaser does look cool because it looks like the real Godzilla. It doesn't look like, the American-made stuff that they CGI, whatever. So it does look cool. You know what? I might watch that.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Shin Godzilla, I recommend that one as well too.
Shin? Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that one, Godzilla, is kind of more like a unknowable eldritch sort of monster, like kind of incomprehensible. Like, how do you wrap your brain around a multi-story tall lizard that can nuke your city.
Yeah, here's another clip or part from a different trailer from the same movie. So let's see how this goes here. So that's like an old looking train, right? Like
Yeah.
from the
Oh yeah, with that like gun right there, that's totally
so
from that era.
yeah, and then look at the spikes on the out of the water there.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
This might be a fun movie. This might be fun
Yeah,
to see.
they've done a really good job of updating the classic fat Godzilla look.
Yeah. I like it.
I mean, we had so much fun reviewing RRR, you know.
Are you saying we're gonna do this too?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. Oh, apparently playing a YouTube video is better than streaming from X. So
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it looks fun. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really like into. Don't know the history of Godzilla and everything, but that one looks fun. Like I would watch that one just to kind of get like a prequel type movie. So
Yeah.
I loved watching Godzilla movies when I was a kid, and I do remember being little and like, how are they talking and moving their mouth like that?
Yeah. Look, it's Godzilla.
yeah, we on my show last
Love
week
it.
we did a thing about anime where do you like anime dubbed or not dubbed, and majority of the answer is people like it kind of like the original style. So I wonder if they give that kind of option. Like
Godzilla.
we didn't watch RRR we watched it in English dub, but there was a version where you can watch it in the native language with English, where the English people were speaking. So that was unique when I watched that. What was that? What you showed, Beard? What was that again?
That's the original Godzilla.
Oh,
yeah.
He's got
Original-
it on DVD.
Yep.
ooh, is that how you spell it in Japan?
I mean, that's how they say it. It's not just like they're saying an
Well-
English word weird. It's just the name of
Yeah.
Godzilla over there.
It's
So why did we put a Z in it?
because that was
Because we're cool.
that was like the English translation of it. I mean, when they
Why couldn't we
because
just
when
use
when they
Godzilla?
they made it though, they were taking a Japanese film and they were marketing it in the U.S.
No one
So
could
they had to give it a name that appealed and intrigued everybody. Plus, they also filmed like a couple of scenes with Raymond Burr for U.S. audiences only. He is not in the Japanese cut of the film. They added that for the U.S. too.
Okay, so
It was all just due to marketing over here.
all right. Well, I got another question for you. Since he's a lizard, what kind of lizard is he based off of? Because in the 2000s, it was like iguanas.
Komodo dragon, I
Well,
thought.
I want to say Gojira is actually it's a cross between gorilla and orca. Is actually what the name is a mashup of in Japanese.
Okay.
Huh.
So it's not even technically related to a reptile. At least I do know the orca part in there. I'm not 100% sure on the gorilla part, but I want to say that's what's in there. But I don't know. I mean,
I've never
you
seen
know.
orcas with arms, but hey. Anyways,
Oh. I
What was
should have
that?
looked that up before we got.
I figured Beard would know all that.
yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I know.
I just like the movies.
Move this man!
Boo.
Just don't tick off the the man in the beard with like his shirt open and his belly. What was that?
Oh, it was just something falling. From
Oh,
the
yeah.
sky.
It is. Gojira is a combination of Gorira and Kujira. So Gorira is gorilla. Kujira is whale. So not orca, but whale. So yeah, it's
So
a
he's-
combination of gorilla and
Basically,
whale.
he's a big gorilla.
He's a gorilla whale.
Gorilla
Doesn't make
whale.
sense. He looks like a lizard, though.
So he's not even a lizard. He's two mammals.
Yeah, but he's not. But he looks like a
But he's-
dinosaur.
It's probably dragon-esque, right? With the scales and the.
Well, I mean,
like a dragon.
I think if I remember correctly, it's more that
He just
American
can't fly.
bastardization of Godzilla that introduced the nuclear bomb, evolving it, and it's more that Godzilla and other kaiju are forces of nature that already existed, and he was awoken by the use of nuclear weapons, and not created from them. So he wouldn't be evolved from something. It was just like kind of like the old gods, the old things that ruled the earth before man showed up.
Does this look like a gorilla to you?
I just imagine like Hollywood in the mid 50s when they, you know, like two guys with like transatlantic accents were like, Sam, have you heard about this Japanese film with a monster? It's called Gojira. What? Gojira. We'll call it Godzilla. It'll be the bee's knees.
Yeah,
Or
I think
it was
that's
We'll throw Perry
a
Mason in it.
person saying it, and they're like, "What? Godzilla? Oh, Godzilla? Godzilla? Yeah."
Okay, I can get that, I guess. Perhaps.
You know, you got an accent. You know, the Chinese accent, Japanese accents. Yeah, you know how those.
Was that a sticker of Brian Griffin
It is.
on your glass?
You caught that, huh?
Yeah.
nothing gets past him.
Well, I think it looks like a good movie. I think
It does look
kind of
like a
fun
good
to
movie.
watch, and I'm excited to watch it. And maybe we'll review it for Beard.
What's
So.
the chat think about it?
So far, that's crickets. After someone said something about the raptor.
Yeah, Dan scared him off.
Yeah, they're all
Apparently,
gone.
I am
Way too
Dan
frightening.
went raptor
Yeah.
mode and freaked him out.
Yeah. So how about we
They're like, Godzilla! Look, it's Godzilla!
So before we get into our other trailer where we, about the new Ghostbusters, we're going to throw it back a little bit. And, when there was another sequel for Ghostbusters that came out, but in the 80s. And they a lot of people did a lot of promotions for that movie at the time. So do you guys remember, do you know the restaurant Hardee's?
Yeah, I remember that.
And we're the official headquarters. You know what that means.
We're gonna be busy?
You better believe it.
You're gonna be busy.
Where's Ghostbuster want? Chicken sticks? Who are you gonna call?
I think I remember having that.
Do you see that dude's hair?
See a ghost, flash.
I don't see any ghosts.
See, it works. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
The hair on that guy's eyebrows.
Okay, let's go.
Collect all 4 Ghost Blasters only at Hardee's.
Hey, oh, that's good. It's like
Like
some kind of
what a way to like annoy the hell out of your parents. By the way,
Yeah,
I
it's like
totally-
something you carry when you're
buzzing
walking alone in a
keychain.
park at night.
Yeah, right. A buzzing keychain.
Like-
Yeah,
As you fall, you need to hit the button.
like imagine getting that like
Help
mixed
me,
up
I
with your
fell,
grandmother's like life alert.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
That's what
falling and
was
I can't get up.
Yeah.
Ghostbuster.
Do you remember how cool though it was when you saw the ghost doing the peace sign for 2? And everybody thought that. I thought that was so cool when that ghost
great
first
design.
showed up. Yeah,
He
it
knows
was-
how to count.
yeah.
The ghost knows how-
I was gonna notice that.
Look at like the Happy Meal too. It was, like, in, like, the shape-
Look at that hair.
And I think that's how you need to do your hair.
Hair's not long enough yet, but maybe I will.
No, but did you notice like when he gave the kid like the Hardee's kids meal, it was like in the shape of like the Ghostbusters car. It looked like.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
really?
we can catch back up. I can't
did not
rewind
even
it, so
catch that,
we'll
yeah.
we'll keep going here.
Keep playing it.
Well, this is the first time I've actually seen this commercial because I'm pretty sure Hardee's wasn't in my neck of the woods at this time.
Hardee's is equivalent to, is it Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's the West Coast one.
This dude has epic sideburns. Look at that.
He's holding two cups.
I was just gonna say, like,
double fisting.
you don't ever see anybody in charge of a fast food restaurant that looks like that guy anymore.
I
Like,
need
they usually look like that guy.
Yeah.
That actor, he looks familiar. I'm not sure who that is. But you talking about this? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It looks more like a boat now that you stopped it, but you could see like
Right? Yeah. No, I
yeah,
I
like
saw that.
taillights
It
and
looked,
like a
looked plastic too. It didn't
Yeah.
even look like it was cardboard.
Yeah, now
Looks
you
like it
don't
was
get that
like-
kind of stuff.
Now I
know.
want that. I want that plastic Hardee's.
I'm sure you can
box
find it
art
somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure you can find
I
it
just-
somewhere.
Yeah,
like-
for like $300 or something.
I could
Yeah.
just like picture Dan like running around the park with one of those sound things. And like just your kids be like, "Dad, we have to go home."
Yeah, that thing
No,
would be
I'm a
that would be
Ghostbuster.
a really annoying thing to hear throughout the hallways of your house as a parent. But hey,
At the
Um,
same time, I'm like, they don't give you cool toys like that anymore.
I wonder if anyone has
I
one of
don't
those.
even know if that was even cool.
Like now, I am. I'm like, I want to go on eBay and see if I can find that.
That'd be fun if you could.
I wonder if anyone knows if anybody still has one of those.
Surely
So,
somebody does.
I'm sure someone does, you know, and it's probably really expensive.
Okay.
But you know,
Who knows? I wonder if they still work. All right, so we're talking about Ghostbusters. So there's a new trailer out for I guess it would be the fourth movie, second for the sequel to the newest movie, Afterlife, and this is called Frozen Empire. I'm thinking all of us have seen this already. I'm guessing, right?
Yep.
So, and Dan's a huge fan because he's got like a shirt on of Ghostbusters.
oh, just because I got a shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
yeah.
requested. We're like, could you please wear a shirt this time? All right.
Yeah, and also we know that you're a fan because you once did a whole month of Ghostbuster reviews.
We did. That was actually during the month of the new Ghostbusters movie that came out. That
Yeah.
year.
So it's set in New York.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
You should probably
it definitely
kill
has
the,
some like
I'm telling you, it's going to be another hot one.
early
out there for
2000s
George. You know, it's
vibes
in effect
going
for
on
New
right here.
Jersey, feeling
The
like
90s,
100
you know.
degrees.
Do you want to kill the audio
Please.
for the first like 30 seconds though, because of the song?
No.
Just saying.
That's right. You're not monetized yet, so you
That's
can
right.
keep it on.
I've been told as long as you're talking over it, you'll be okay. That's what we're doing.
That's it. We are. I like the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Definitely gives some good old-fashioned vibes. And it's got old-fashioned vibes, but then you get people with cell phones.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like that it feels like
It's
it could be.
Is this
Old-
Coney
older.
Island? Is that where they're supposed to be at?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the big wig. Oh, what's called the big wheel or something like that.
Yes, Beard. I like that feel too of the old
Yeah.
old style feel, but they also
You
have
know what really grinds my gears?
that noise.
So it's very hot summer in New York. And then they see
There's
this.
the actress there that was in the other movie.
I was gonna
last
say
one.
no, that's not her.
Yeah, it is. She's the
No,
one that
that's
helped.
not her though. She's in this, but that wasn't her.
I think that was her.
Uh-uh.
I think
You talking
so.
about Egon's daughter? That's not her.
No, not Egon's daughter. The black.
You're talking
girl.
about the girlfriend.
the
That's
girlfriend.
not the
yeah.
girlfriend.
Are you sure? That was
Positive.
I'm sure it looks like her. I guess we'll find out.
Okay, people.
I'll fight you about this.
I'm having all kinds of issues with them. Then you see like this big ominous cloud, kind of like Independence Day, right?
Right.
Coming
And
over.
then you see the ice popping through all the stuff.
Right. And
I was waiting for like
I
one of
know
the kids to
R2.
be. I was waiting for like one of the kids to like lick like the metal cage and get his tongue stuck to it.
this scene right here got me kind of cool. Like this one
Yeah,
kind of got me.
this
to
is
me.
really cool for sure.
The old building with the with it's kind of also reminded me of Day After Tomorrow. Do you remember that?
It
movie?
did have very much a Day After Tomorrow vibe. I know a lot of people said that.
That's siren.
Like I love that.
Yes,
For the first
that
time
was
in New
awesome.
York history,
And then I heard this guy's voice, and I went, "No."
Yeah. Ratatouille.
Yeah.
I like the fact that even if they're not going to be a big part of the movie, they're still keeping the old cast.
I was so shocked to see Bill Murray in this because I thought, he won't be back. It'll just be Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson.
Your own tear ducts freezing up.
Oh.
See, she's got braids in her hair, and that other girl had curly hair.
So cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ghostbusters Frozen Empire looks pretty
I think it looks pretty
action
rad.
packed.
Love it.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is the weather element. It is kind of throwing everybody off, where it's like, I do kind of get the I'm not sure about this, but
right.
It is something different though too. So you know.
And if you're a fan of the real Ghostbusters, the cartoons, and the Extreme Ghostbusters, and the real Ghostbusters with Slimer, if you're a fan of all those, you'll understand that, okay, this type of stuff happened in those cartoons all the time. So this isn't like new, you know? So, yeah, I think it's really cool.
I just read what you wrote in the private chat, and I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, so they have these icicles that pop from the ground. So, you know, I think we missed it, but there's a scene where the ghost, right here. I think I just paused it. I wanted to go back and forth.
Yeah, that big.
That's a lot of hose there.
Thing and That's good.
It is, yeah.
That's what she said.
I really like the they're almost like
and I like
Coast Guard outfits.
Just,
it looks like.
Yeah, it just came off. Those big heavy winter coat looking things,
Mm-hmm.
Coast Guard looking ones. Yeah, that was cool.
Now, and a couple of people had good points about it in the sense of that they're from New York, but it also is kind of odd that you've got the family back in New York, which makes sense, but then unless he moved with them, and then same thing, his girlfriend came to visit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What about the kid? What about the kid that was podcast? What about podcast?
Yeah, you don't see podcast.
He was my favorite character.
You're my 47th subscriber.
Yeah, so there's a.
I did hear
right here with the ghost.
You really hit your stride on episode 64.
That was good.
Yeah, this is the new baddie right here.
Yeah, that looks so cool. I like it.
And it kind of reminds me of what they used to do for the cartoon, where they would have these big baddies coming out of some mystical ghost realm, and they always had to do some epic battle. That's very cartoon monster, I think.
Yeah.
The one thing I hope with this one though is I hope there's a Rick Moranis cameo. Again, even if you just hear his voice, I just miss that guy.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see him pop up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he should at least hopefully make some type of. Maybe he's on the phone. You just hear his voice.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for with the other one. They would have had a phone call and him being
I wonder if you're gonna get anyone else
accountant.
that shows up either. I wonder if you're gonna get anyone else.
I wonder if Sigourney Weaver will pop up.
Yeah.
She was in the. What was it? It wasn't end credits. It wasn't all the way at the end, but the mid credits. She was in the other one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, part of me too. I was kind of wondered. I'm or having does Oscar come back? Is that who Patton Oswalt is? Is he Oscar?
Who knows, right? He's older now, so
you know what? That
could be. That could be possible. I mean, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah, that makes sense. That could make sense.
His character is not named on IMDb.
Then he is. He's got to be Oscar. It's too bad Oscar turned into that.
Turned into that guy.
I would have been but yeah, if he is Oscar, I'm going to be very upset because Oscar should have been a cooler person, kind of like the person who did our very first ad of After the Weekend.
Prune candy.
Make sure you eat your prune candy, get yourself cleaned out.
Love it. I love it. Awesome prune candy.
So is this a film that you're going to run to the theaters to, Dan?
Yeah, I think I'll watch it in the theaters.
What about you, Archie?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like to go see this in the theaters. I mean, I saw Afterlife and loved it. I mean, it's one of the few films in the past few years I've
twice
watched.
in the theaters. Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Beard, what about you? Would you go see this in the movie theater or Godzilla if you were to pick one?
Godzilla.
Okay, I figured. I would probably go see this in the movie theater.
I think it's less of a risk with Godzilla. With anything coming out of Hollywood, even this looking as good as it does, I would at least wait a couple of weeks so some reviews could hit and audience reaction.
Then you would go see it in the movie theater. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. That's good. Yeah, same here. I probably won't rush to go see it, but I would probably eventually want to see it if I could. In my new town, I still haven't found like a good theater, so I'm like trying to figure that out. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a fun movie. I don't know if it's gonna be awesome, but I do think it's gonna be fun. So maybe Hardee's will make more toys.
Yeah,
maybe. I won't be able to get them still because I'm pretty sure there's not a Hardee's in the entire state of Texas.
Well, you have Carl's Jr. That's the same thing now.
Well,
that's all it is.
You won't get a cool box.
One is
no cool box.
One is West Coast, one is East Coast.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so speaking of comebacks, or speaking of hopefully coming back to the big screen, you all know what happened to Jeremy Renner a few months back. He went through like a serious accident trying to save someone from a snowplow.
He had a snowplow run over him,
and then it ran over him.
Like 9 months ago now, isn't it?
Yeah. So he luckily survived that whole thing. A lot of people thought he wasn't going to survive. Apparently, he's tried every type of therapy since the accident, countless hours, some type of injections, IV drip, stem cell, and more.
I was just curious what peptides were, and it's
I don't know what that is.
It's a short string of 20 to 50 amino acids.
Okay, why can't they just say that? Amino acid injections. Yeah, so he was almost, that was 10 months ago. It's almost, they say it's a miracle that he's gotten back on his feet and he's able to walk less than a year later.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it was looking like he might not keep the leg.
Right, and he's an actor, so he obviously has a lot of insurance behind him. He has a lot of money, so I'm sure that did help. But all in all, that's great that he's doing better. But he was he had all kinds of trauma, not just to his leg. It was his chest.
It was
8 ribs broken in 14 places.
Yeah,
knee.
I was just about ready to read.
Well, and the other thing too, I put it in the private chat, but it says that the peptides, they're building blocks for certain proteins that your skin needs.
Okay.
So like your collagen and elastin. So I'm assuming that almost seems like it's probably like help with some type of like mobility for him.
Yeah. Well, so we've got
also speed recovery because he was cut open to get stitched up again.
Yeah, because like you said, Beard, he broke his ribs in 14 places. His right knee, his left leg tibia, left ankle broken, right clavicle broken, right shoulder broken, and more. I mean, he's lucky to even be alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said basically I've been exploring every
for him. That's what's going on.
Yeah, every type of therapy since January 14th. Every day, countless hours of physical therapy, peptide injection, IV drips and pushes. stem cell and ecosomes. What are red light? I've heard about red light. Like it helps. He's done the hyperbolic chambers, cool plunges, 2.0 atmosphere. Wow.
Yeah.
But he says my greatest therapy has been my mind and the will to be here and push recovery and do better.
I want to say that the red light infrared therapy, I think that, again, that's all for like stimulation of like growth with like your skin.
Yeah. Okay. Be exceptional. I feel it's my duty to do so, not to squander my life being spared, but to give back to my family, friends, and all whom empowered me to endure. Thank you all. So he knows he was lucky that he survives, and he's really taking advantage of that to try to keep him upright and going.
And
I think this is a really cool
seems
story.
Like such a wholesome dude.
Yeah.
I mean, not even just the statement since he's been recovering, but he was injured while trying to. I think it was his cousin or nephew.
It was his nephew,
like out of the snow, and that's something that he had done for his neighbors too. He would just, because he had the snowcat, he'd just be like, "All right, they can't get up here to help y'all out. I'll do it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just.
Well, wasn't he like using the snowcat to like plow the road?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the driveways and the.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a big property out there, so that's probably what he was doing. And he does his own work, which is nice.
Kind of hearing that always made me think like the whole portion of Hawkeye, like constantly like doing stuff to his house and remodeling and repair. Where do you go? Like, was that like a Jeremy Renner thing? Like a little bit of like him throwing himself into the character.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, could be.
But yeah, like I said, he's just working on getting better. He's looks like he's been recording new music while he's doing it, and yeah, he's just been doing really well. I'm actually really happy that he's doing good. So
Yeah.
you can follow him on Instagram for all the latest updates for him. But I'll share the full article in the description later. But like he, I'm really happy that he is doing a really good job. So, and maybe you're right, Dan.
crazy.
Maybe he's a lot of people are praying for him, and maybe that's helping him get a little better. So
yeah.
I don't know what I would do. I'm not sure. I mean,
You're not sure what you do if you got crushed by a snowcat? Beyond, probably I would die.
Yeah, probably. So, I don't know. Anyways, but I'm like I said, I'm happy for him. So hopefully his fellow Avenger friends from the movies are also helping him out. So
Yeah,
would be nice.
Sure, I'm sure they are.
Maybe Tony Stark can help him with a new leg or something.
There you go.
Inject him with some nanorobots.
Yeah, right. So
No,
our
you don't
next
wanna go the
topic.
extremist route, though.
You're right. Yeah, Rick. You posted something the other day in our direct message because you replied to someone that was in shock about VHSs. Dan, you remember VHSs, right?
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm sure you have some.
There's one.
So, do you remember the VHSs that came in a 2-pack because the movie was so long?
Yeah, like Braveheart, Gladiator, I believe came in 2-pack.
What about Titanic?
Yes. Oh man. I
So
remember that one.
as you notice, we like to like go, in the past and look at some things. But this made me chuckle what you said there, Rick, when it says, "Can someone from the 1990s, please
Late
explain?"
1900s.
Oh, 1900s. Sorry. Yeah, explain why there are two. And you said, in case you want to watch it more than once. Yeah. That's a good one. That made me chuckle when you sent it. I even laughed a little bit.
I did get a like and a comment from the person who posted the meme because he was like, "That's a good one."
Yeah, that's a really good, but yeah, 1900s. I think I sent this to one of our fellow YouTubers, Ryan from Legion Games, and I said Jack would still fit on these two VHSs with Rose.
Well, I think I want to say like Gone with the Wind was like that. I think there were some versions of, at least I want to say like early copies of like Dances with Wolves were on 2 VHS tapes.
I believe so. Yeah.
I think
Hey,
even Robin Hood.
Anything that's
Miss R2 came in. Jeremy Renner is a humble guy. He has a show called Renovations, where he tricks out vehicles and donates them to communities in need. So like Pimp My Ride. Remember that show?
Kind of.
Yeah,
But
I think it's mentioned in the
it's a
article.
renovate your ride.
Yeah.
Okay, like Pimp My Ride. But I do remember these. Like I think even if you bought like a VHS that came with special stuff, you would
you'd get to
But when you rented the movie, you also got 2 VHSs. It wasn't just when you bought it. 'Cause when you went to like Blockbuster or something.
Usually it was a movie that was more than 2 hours long, I believe. You know?
Yeah, it was like JFK, where we're going to review later this month, was on 2 VHSs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of VHS and the VHS that you found, there was actually a commercial for that VHS at Blockbuster.
I love it.
Straight. That's straight.
Hey, it's Finch from
Yeah.
American Pie. I wonder if he drew Stifler's mom like a French girl. after
Titanic
this.
Monday, August 31st at midnight. Guaranteed to.
See, there it is, the double VHS, and it came in the 2 little plastic cartridges.
Yeah.
Remember? And then usually they were kind of like
Taped
connected
together.
together.
They would be like rubber band together. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Be there with a chance to win a fantasy cruise. Free limited edition Titanic print. August 31st at midnight. Get Titanic and go home happy.
Ooh.
No,
I,
it kind of
again,
saddens me that like people can't experience like when like mom or dad would say, let's go rent a movie, and there was no plan on what to watch, and you just got turned
you
loose
go-
and you
yeah,
grab
you
something, come run up, can we get this?
Go on.
like what an experience we got, you know, and how sad it is. We can't do that. I mean, especially like those of us that have kids, or if you have nieces and nephews that they don't get to do.
No, they have to run to the couch and then put it on Netflix. But you're right. This is Finch from American Pie. He was in this commercial. And like I said, I worked at a video store around this time when this came out, and
Loved Blockbuster.
there was so many times where people would forget the second VHS when they returned them. So they would tell you, "Oh no, I returned Titanic." No, you didn't. Well, you kind of did, but you didn't. And then they would go home, and then they realize part 2 is
it's still in
their
VCR there.
in the
yeah.
VHS.
Oh yeah, it's in the VCR. I forgot.
People would forget, you know, or you would come home. Yeah, because you've rented a few. There was a few, like you said, Dan. There was a lot of good movies out there that were over. I think Heat, the movie Heat, was also 2 VHSs. There was quite a few. Maybe even Scarface. I think Scarface was 2 VHSs.
Yeah.
You're right. I think
Wasn't there a
anything.
Civil War movie that was like absurdly long.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. No, it was
North and South.
Gettysburg.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Well,
good movie. I love that one.
anything that I think you're right. Anything that was over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Think about that. How many movies now are over 2 hours?
Look, you said his name and he showed up.
Hey, look at that.
What's up, Ryan?
It's amazing though. Like you forget about that, right? You forget about the 2 VHSs and having to rewind them and turning them in.
Yeah, Be Kind, Rewind. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was. And
I
cool
would
thing is
just let the VHS play all the way till it hits the end and it rewinds itself.
JT,
You just
what
let it play through and you walk away. You
Yeah.
know?
What was the most worn out VHS tape?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it Fast Times or was it Wild Things?
It was probably you know what, to be honest, it was probably
it was the Star Wars movie.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny that you say that, but yeah, it was probably this one right here.
Video in THX.
I remember when they did that.
The full course in THX.
I actually got them.
Do you remember THX? Do you remember THX?
You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
This is when Star Wars was cool.
Yeah. Well, I remember seeing that as a kid and like, what's Thix?
Yeah. VHSs were fun. So anybody who's seen that picture, yes, when movies were over 2 hours, you got 2 VHSs. Well, as I was saying, I was thinking about how many movies are over 2 hours now, and how many double VHSs you would have had.
You'd have like 4 VHSs.
When DVDs came out, when DVDs,
you're right. Even when DVDs, yeah.
Well, no, when they initially came out, there was quite a few movies based on format limitations that were double-sided discs, so you would have to flip it over to watch.
Well, think about the Avenger movies, like Endgame and Infinity. Those would be 2 VHSs.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like
we're talking about VHSs. No one cares about DVDs, okay?
Yeah, but still, I mean,
DVDs are dead.
Still late 1900s.
okay, give it 30 years, and then it'll be somebody
Early
being like, "Remember when movies came out on 2 discs?"
Yeah, unless you're talking about laser discs, I don't want to hear anything about discs. So, and remember, we have the law here.
I haven't seen either.
am the law.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving a hard time because the blooper you did on our video.
You know, I just want to see Dan get pulled over by the police and just say that to a cop once.
Actually, I think because of all his brothers and uncles that are named the same, I think he would be more like this.
You're out. Doyle rules.
The Arena brothers just around causing havoc.
What do you mean they get pulled over by the police and they're like, Scuttlebutt, Shuttlebutt? That's the name. It's the whole thing.
It's a beetle. Isn't it like a beetle? No, it's not.
And the cop would say, you know, you were speeding, and he would say,
No.
I do that. I do that. When cops pull me over, no, it wasn't me.
Oh.
It was my wife. She was in the driver's seat. We switched real quick.
all fun. But I'm like I said, I miss those days when you had a VHS, and you had to be kind to rewind it. So I do miss that. All right. Well, Dan, we're going to probably wrap it up here soon on the hour. Do you have anything to pitch, share, or what's going on next Tuesday?
What is the date next Tuesday? I can't remember.
You have a calendar in your phone.
On your phone, yeah. Okay, the 14th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be reviewing Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse universe.
Wait, what?
and then
is this another fan movie?
No, it's actually the new Spider-Man and Across the
Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
the animated one.
I called it Universe. I'm sorry, but that's. and then the 21st, I'll be interviewing a comic book creator. So
awesome.
Awesome. Stay tuned. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Very cool. Well, we've been reviewing the TV show, or I guess it would be a mini series that was on Hulu in 2016, 11/22/63, and it's about a man named Jake that tries to prevent the assassination of JFK. And R2, you're having a great time. You're even watching ahead of us. Is how great that is. So.
I was gonna say we could tie it in with Dan's review because it's the Green Goblin tries to stop JFK from getting assassinated.
That is true. Yeah, but we've been having fun doing that. And the end of the month, we're gonna do the movie JFK. So we're excited about that. And I think the next Weekend Harder Saturday stream, we might do some conspiracy theories, right? Were we gonna do that maybe?
Yeah,
I think so. So
Sure.
we'll see.
Theories.
We're all
Have
about
some
that.
are made up.
Yeah,
I make
think-
up my own.
I think Beard of Liberty, the Highlander, was there. He would tell us all how it all happened. in
Beard
Dallas.
was on the grassy knoll. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Look, he wasn't taken out with a broadsword, okay?
Sure. Also, just to remind everyone, we have an account on Criticless. Criticless is a Criticless list movie review website, and you can go there and post your own reviews of the movies that you enjoy or don't enjoy. So we've been posting our own reviews out there of all the movies that we have reviewed over here. You can make lists. You can do things, like your top movies, your top 80 movies, your top movies with bald people with beards. You can do that, and it would be awesome. And check it out. You can find us there, Salty Nerd, Beard of Liberty's there. A few of the people in the YouTube world are over there.
Inside the booth there.
Inside the booth needs to be there.
They should be.
I've never heard of it.
Every time I see that URL, though, I swear it says Criticless.
You can check my spelling. I'm pretty sure.
No, you spelled it right. I'm just saying, whenever I see it, somebody post it, I'm like, the hell is Criticless? I'm like, oh yeah, Criticless.
Yeah, you can get the app or you can go to the website. It's a really fun community out there that just reviews movies, and they base their review off yours, and you can kind of say if it's family friendly or not. So it's a fun place to check out. And Ricky, is it getting cold over there in Arkansas?
Why does it look like it's cold?
No. You should probably buy an ATW hoodie.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great idea. Or buy one for, a loved one, a friend, your neighbor. Get 20.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
No infighting during the ad.
You gotta put it back. I didn't get to say what the code was. I don't know if these people can read or not. Come on. Then I gotta wait for it to spell it out. There we go. If you use code ATW20, you get 20% off your shirt or hoodie or tank top. If you're like me, who when it snows, I go outside in shorts and flip flops.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Write that down.
Very weirdo.
Come on, somebody stole all our lunches.
I'll tell you who took those lunches. That damn Sasquatch.
That's it. Yeah, Sasquatch.
That's
That's
why you
our-
don't
that's
pack,
our-
Italian food in your lunch.
Yeah. Ooh, nice dig on cannoli there. Yeah, good job. Let's see. What I have been watching that. It's really good. What is? Oh, he's watching it.
The 11 something.
He's been
Yeah,
following us
the other
along.
day.
Yeah.
Jacob, you'll like the blooper that shows up in our movie review. By the way. Well, it's been a fun Saturday night. Dan, thanks for showing up with us on Weekend Harder, the Saturday show on After the Weekend. And you're welcome back when you get your new studio going.
Yeah, thank you.
I missed all your lights and gizmos in the back.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, Rick, did you want to say anything else to the chat before we head out?
Was I supposed to?
Beard always has something cool to say, like some saying, like, "Hey, be nice, smile."
No,
have
be
fun.
nice, smile.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Hold on. I got better. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Be the reason somebody smiles this week.
Thank you very much. All right. Later.
He's better than.